Did you know that many relationships end due to ignoring early warning signs? We often hear those whispers in our ear, those gut feelings telling us something isn't quite right, but sometimes we choose to ignore them. Those red flags are trying to tell us something important. Embarking on a new relationship is exciting. We get caught up in the whirlwind of romance. It's easy to overlook those subtle hints. A strong relationship is built on trust, respect, and open communication. Pay attention to those red flags waving in our faces. By recognizing and addressing these signs early, we build healthy, lasting relationships. Why is it so important to recognize these red flags early on? Because ignoring them can have serious consequences. When we choose to overlook those warning signs, we're essentially saying it's okay for those behaviors to continue. We're setting a precedent for how we expect to be treated in the relationship. Unhealthy patterns rarely resolve themselves on their own. Recognizing red flags early on allows us to protect ourselves. It gives us the opportunity to address the issues head-on or walk away before we get too deeply invested. Remember, we teach people how to treat us. If we accept disrespectful or hurtful behavior from the outset, we're sending the message that it's acceptable. But if we stand our ground and communicate our boundaries clearly, we establish a foundation of respect from the very beginning. Take the time to get to know the other person, observe their actions, and listen to your intuition. Ignoring red flags is like playing a dangerous game of emotional roulette. You might get lucky for a while, but eventually those ignored warnings will catch up with you. The fallout can be devastating. You might find yourself trapped in an unhealthy relationship, constantly walking on eggshells, afraid to upset your partner, losing yourself, sacrificing your needs to please the other person. Resentment builds, love erodes, leaving you empty and alone. The emotional toll is significant. It chips away at your self-esteem. Remember, you deserve to feel loved, valued, and respected. Section 4. Unmasking the culprits. Common red flags in dating. Now let's talk about some common red flags to watch out for in dating. First, we have possessiveness and controlling behavior. If your partner constantly demands to know your whereabouts, tries to control who you see and what you do, or gets jealous easily, these are major red flags. Second, a lack of communication is a big one. Communication is the cornerstone of any successful relationship. If your partner shuts down during disagreements, refuses to address conflicts, or consistently dismisses your feelings, it's a sign that the relationship lacks a healthy foundation for communication. Third, belittling behavior is a major red flag that should never be tolerated. Your partner should uplift you and make you feel good about yourself. Trust your instincts, and don't be afraid to walk away from a situation that doesn't feel right. Section 5. The ultimate deal breaker, disrespect, the reddest flag of them all. Now, out of all the red flags we've discussed, there's one that stands out as the ultimate deal breaker, disrespect. Disrespect has no place in a loving and healthy relationship. It's the foundation upon which all other red flags are built. Disrespect can manifest in countless ways, from subtle jabs and backhanded compliments to outright insults and verbal abuse. It can also take the form of emotional manipulation, gaslighting, and disregard for your boundaries. When someone disrespects you, they're essentially saying that your thoughts, feelings, and needs don't matter. Disrespect is a cancer that can eat away at the very core of a relationship. It creates an environment of toxicity, resentment, and emotional distance. That's why it's crucial to recognize and address disrespect from the get-go. Section 6. Charting a course for healthy relationships, heeding the warnings. We've talked about the importance of recognizing red flags in dating, the consequences of ignoring them, and some of the most common warning signs to watch out for. Remember, those red flags are there for a reason. They're trying to tell you something important about the person you're with and the health of the relationship. Possessiveness, lack of communication, belittling behavior, and disrespect are all serious red flags that should never be ignored. It's far better to be single than to be stuck in an unhealthy and unfulfilling relationship. Section 7. Call to action. You deserve a healthy relationship. Now I want you to take a moment to reflect on your own experiences. Have you ever ignored red flags in a relationship? What were the consequences? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Let's get this conversation started. And if you're looking for more tips and advice on building healthy relationships, be sure to check out our website, Remember, you deserve to be in a relationship where you feel loved, respected,